Howdy.
What up?
Welcome to episode 23.
Welcome back.
Episode 23 of the Game Day Chug podcast. My eyes look glassy. You have glaucoma, bro? Does your dog have glaucoma too?
Dude, I'm about to rub a hole through my eyelids as much as I keep rubbing them with this pollen that we're experiencing over here. I think
Tis
it's
the season.
I think it's cedar and it's kicking my ass.
You've got the suds.
Yeah. I just can't stop.
Welcome to episode 23 of the Game Day Chug podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, and share. And I think maybe most importantly, watch.
Yeah. Watch.
I took two pictures. I didn't upload them to this format. Maybe I'll show them here. I have the results from our Twitter poll on who won the flight fight from last week. Much anticipated Seinfeld flight fight. There were 0 votes. YouTube, there were 3 thumbs up. They were for me.
Wow.
But there was also a comment that says, Nana loves you. So it's almost a wash. I think I'm going to take the point for episode 1. Listen, yes, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. For 1, watch. For 2, if there's some way that we can reach you that we're not reaching you and you want to give us a hand, tell me where to find you. I want some back and forth.
We want to be here for you. That's what he's trying to say. We want to try to change what we're doing to help you.
Help me. Help you.
Yes. That's what we're looking for here. But you know who doesn't need any help? Absolutely
none. They need none.
You know who it is who needs 0 help whatsoever?
I think it's 11 guys on one side of the field.
Yeah. It's called the Texans defense. They don't need 0 help from you, from me,
from CJ.
From CJ, no help from him at all. They don't need no stinking help.
You know,
they don't even need an offense to score points. They're just like, we'll do it ourselves.
I mean, if you had the ball the same amount of time, but the offense didn't score anything, you still win the game by 8.
By a lot. And they even were kind enough to grant Aaron Rodgers one last touchdown before he rides off to the sunset. He threw us a 50-yard touchdown. What a guy. And what a defense to be able to do that for us in his final game there, to be able to put the ball right in Caleb Bullock's hands and have him run 50 yards for that touchdown. Hell of a game. Can't wait for the next one.
And a little inside baseball here. I didn't hear a word you just said.
I know.
It must have been good. I agree wholeheartedly with everything that he said.
Yes. Yeah. It was.
I really liked what I saw. And if we're going to give any kind of credit to the offense, I'd like to shout out Woody. The running game was everything that you needed, everything that you haven't had this year. You
Yeah.
got.
Running game was good. I got a little worried there early on when he went down, but obviously
he has one of those scheduled every game.
Yeah, obviously he's fine. I am concerned with it being Monday night and an early Sunday game with Nico and his concussion.
I do not think he will be back.
I don't think so either, but we've seen players come back. Hope from concussion. It all depends on how he does in the protocol or whatever.
Yeah, typically there's I think there's 5 steps, and you have to pass 1 step a day.
Yeah,
and you have to log a limited practice. So he'd have to clear it and log a practice on Saturday, which I don't know that they're going to practice on Saturday. It'll be tough. Their top corner, Christian Gonzalez, was in a similar situation. He's got 1 more day, and from what it sounds like, he's got a decent chance to play.
Yeah.
So, great, both of them down, and we could call it, square. But adapt. You got 1 week to get through.
I mean, move on. You got Christian Kirk had his best game of his career on yesterday.
Did you hear Stephen A? Did you hear Stephen A today?
Yeah. They call him Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. The AI edits are already going crazy. Charlie Kirk running down and boom.
Oh man.
This was the first Texans game that I have gone to a bar to watch in a very long time. I went with Taylor and I went with Jordan. We went and watched the game at the Scary Canary.
Scary Canary.
Nice sports bar, if I must say. There was not a direction that you could turn where you didn't see the game on. So, sports bar, check.
Good.
They were busy as all get out, but I think that I'm going to have to go back. You don't mess with something that works.
No. I took my drawers, my socks, the clothes that I wore last night.
You laid them all out
and folded them and put them in the corner so I can easily access.
Those are for Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need those again.
I can easily get to them in 6 short days.
I didn't wear any Texans gear except for this hat, and the hat really hasn't left my head. So I'm just gonna try to make that the case. Just keep the hat on.
Yeah. Just keep the hat on.
It's like people don't shave for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that problem really. So I got to do something. The playoff hat. This is a playoff hat. It's only seen the playoffs. It's never seen a regular season game.
Good looking hat. It's a good playoff hat.
Thank you. Shout out Team Store.
It's clean. It's Love You Blue. It's for everything.
It's got the H there. I don't
this
really.
This is also the first home or first road victory the Texans have had in franchise history. So I did not know that last week going into the game, but after learning that, feels good to get that monkey off your back.
Yeah. And you can no longer say that Tomlin is undefeated on Monday night since '92 or whatever.
Yeah, the Steelers are undefeated on Monday nights in 1991.
Not anymore.
Can't say that anymore.
You also can't say head coach of the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, anymore.
Can't say that.
You know what? I think I said something like that last week where I said somehow the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor, was the only one who avoided the axe, and now it's true. Now Harbaugh's gone, Stefanski's gone, and Tomlin's gone. They're all high caliber coaches.
Yeah.
And Zach Taylor somehow is the only one.
Yeah, he's the worst of them all.
Avoided it. Yeah. It would be really funny if they all just decided to take someone else's.
Yeah. Well,
Ravens get Harbaugh, Browns get Tomlin.
Yeah.
Steelers get Stefanski.
Yeah. Well, there's
we just run it back.
everybody online was like, Ravens, Steelers had the chance to do the funniest thing ever, and that's Tomlin coached the Ravens and Harbaugh coached the Steelers. I can't see that happening at even.
Can you imagine waking someone up from a coma? Someone got in a coma in 2015, and they wake up, and you show them Tomlin in a Ravens jersey.
Yeah, head coach of the Ravens. What the?
Like, hold on. This isn't right. I saw, there was a meme that was going around last week before the Ravens and Steelers played, and it had the field goal posts, and in the middle it said Tomlin fired, and on the outsides it said Harbaugh fired.
Yeah.
And then this week I saw one, and it was the goalposts, and it said, "It is all the illusion of choice." It was always going to be this way. And the Ravens owner said something like, if Tyler Loop didn't miss that kick, would Harbaugh still have his job? And he said, yeah, for another week.
Yeah.
Meaning the Ravens owner thought they'd lose to us too. So kudos. Thank you, Ravens owner.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Yep. So so now we have New England on Sunday for a chance for us to go to our first AFC Championship game.
Yes.
We're
going to see if the the claims about the Patriots have any water.
Yeah.
Are they strength of schedule merchants, or are they a very skilled football team? Saw a stat. I came loaded for bear on the stats today. My bookmarks filled up lightning fast this morning. Just take a guess at the stat line that Drake May put up whenever they beat the Chargers on Sunday night. Because I could tell you, he had 18 more yards than CJ did. He rushed for more, obviously. He rushed for like 60 yards. So that's where Drake gets the nod. He had 2 fumbles. He had an interception. His fumbles were recovered.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference is, did you get him or not? But they had the same amount of lost balls, and I'm seeing the number 5 fumbles thrown around there. At least 2 of those that they're crediting to CJ are snaps that are not on time at all. There's one where CJ's looking over here and the ball hits him in the hip.
Yeah, but
he recovered it too.
Yeah, but I think those are on the quarterback, if more times than not. Unfortunately.
He did just for not looking at the center's ass at the time of because he's looking around the defense. He's looking at you could see the clip. They showed the clip where his eyes are looking around, and the ball comes and hits him in the hip.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that is on CJ.
I disagree, but we can do with that. I'll tell you, the pick is on him. The pick was terrible. The pick is maybe the worst throw that he's made in a long time.
Yeah.
What we got used to seeing from CJ over the last 4 weeks of the regular season or so was somebody who was willing to throw the ball away whenever it wasn't there. What you haven't seen is the rushing. I think that you're going to need it. I don't know if he's been coached not to take off, but there were lanes, especially on the interception.
Yeah.
It was 3rd and 4 in the red zone. I don't even need you to go pick it up. I don't even need you to get all 4.
Yeah.
But there's a lane. Take 2 and slide and take field goal.
And since he came back from his concussion, though, he hasn't done a lot of running since he came back, though.
And it has to be a coaching thing. It has to be you're more valuable to us on the field than off.
Yeah.
Throw it away
instead
of
coaching
running.
Thing, or it's him, and just having that second thought.
Yeah.
So,
other fun bookmarks that I made, instead of trying to weave these into conversation, I'm going to rattle them. You ready?
Okay.
Matthew Stafford, only quarterback left in the playoffs that has a Super Bowl ring. Everyone else is without.
Yeah.
CJ taking his team to the divisional round in the first 3 seasons of his career. Only other quarterbacks to do that since 1950, Flacco, Russ, Bernie Kosar, Dan Marino.
Mm.
Other quarterbacks who had 2 or more turnovers this week, Purdy, Caleb, Drake, like I said. But we see where the talk about who shaky is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the CJ's turnovers, they don't scare me because like that I'm not concerned about them because they were just so they're
freak
fixable.
plays.
Yeah. They're fixable. Like
if you don't run a flea flicker,
yeah,
you're probably okay. I understand we're going for a shot and all.
Yeah.
Woody, whenever we're watching it in the bar, I thought Woody had like a stroke.
Yeah.
He threw the ball so high.
Yeah.
And CJ was committed to trying to make a play. You could have bailed. I understand not wanting to bail on a big shot where he's open. But yes, the turnovers are fixable just by it's up here. It's not not on the field thing.
It's a conversation. So I don't anticipate those to happen again. My main concern against the Patriots is now what do we do and prepare for this week without Nico. That's the number one hurdle that now
you gotta fire that Chubb back up, man. Last we were hitting them with Woodies, we were hitting them with Chubbs, and then Chubbs, and then Woodies, and then more Woodies, and then some Chubbs. They had incredible push. They push so big, incredible. I mean, Woody had over 100 yards. We'd had that once this year, and it was Jawar Jordan against the Raiders, I think. So that was Woody's first 100-yard effort. I saw a stat that was like okay, here you go. Positive yards on all 19 rush attempts. It's the most carries without a negative or no gain rush in a playoff game since at least 2000. And maybe the most important of the stats, playoff wins, CJ 3, Dak Prescott 2.
There you go.
People of Texas.
Yeah.
You have a choice to make.
Yep. The Texans last week were in the San Antonio area campaigning, and the people on the radio station here were just like, "We haven't done that since prior to Bill O'Brien." And I was like, that guy really. I was like, that guy really ruined things.
Can't you see what happened here?
Yeah, that guy really ruined things around that place where they had to abandon half the state just because they had to couldn't trust the guy in the building. But
Mark Schlereth, former offensive lineman, I think he's a Hall of Famer. His tweet yesterday during the game: watching Houston play defense gives me diarrhea. Man, they are freaking awesome.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
If you can make a Hall of Fame offensive lineman get diarrhea on the couch,
well, yeah,
you're doing something right.
I bet there's plenty of players that are playing against that defense that are experiencing some diarrhea when Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson are coming off that edge.
Shout out to Daniil, man. I think he was higher. I think he was the highest graded pass rusher on the week of all playoff edge rushers.
Yeah.
He was making that guy look silly, dude. He was killing him.
Man amongst boys. I mean, he makes Will Anderson Jr. look
like light and athletic.
Like a point guard.
Yeah, he is a cyborg of a human being. Texans defense, 153 yards allowed, 11 first downs given up, 3 takeaways, 2 touchdowns, 4 sacks, 12 hits on the quarterback, 7 TFLs. I think Petrie had like 4 TFLs by himself.
Oh yeah.
There was a screenplay late in the game where they were backed up on their own end, but they had 3 out to one side and they were going to run a bubble. And I think that Petrie took out both blockers and the guy who caught the ball for a loss.
Yeah. And I never want him to lose the Guardian cap.
He's made it cool.
Yeah. He's made the Guardian cap cool.
He makes it like that's an offensive weapon. That is not that's not for protection. That's for pummeling.
Yeah.
I'm using that to get after your ass. Yeah. Makes his head bigger. Get in the way a little bit.
Yeah. It's a weapon.
I don't know what to say. I understand that there's going to be outside chatter about the defense is carrying, and as soon as they run into a team that can capitalize on the mistakes,
that's fine.
The whole point of the team is that the defense keeps you from capitalizing on any mistakes that we make.
Yeah. I mean, we still talk about the 85 Bears like one of the greatest teams.
And the 2000 Ravens,
2000 Ravens.
Dilfer.
Yeah. That's two of the greatest teams that, legendary defenses and of all time. And, Texans could easily fall into that category. The only difference is they had veteran quarterbacks who, that had kind of already made a name for themselves as like game managers and things like that. Whereas CJ, he could pick up a Super Bowl or something here in his first 3 years on his rookie contract.
Yeah.
I don't know. That puts we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here, but
we also haven't ordered our Letterman jackets, so
no, we need to say that. Keep those
healthy reverence for the past.
Keep those at home. We don't need to bust those out. But if if the Texans are able to go on a run here, the Texans have got some big boy questions to ask about CJ.
I mean, I don't think that there's a question. Personally, I don't think that they're going to end up having a question.
No, but right
outside
now,
the building, there's a question. I don't think inside the building there's a question.
Would you pay him top dollar right now?
I'd have to know what top dollar is. If you're asking me in my whatever you want to call it, my priority of need, I'm signing Will Anderson's extension before I'm signing his.
Right. But
that's a personal thing.
Say his extension and CJ's extension's like top dollar, $75 million a year.
It's a lot of money, but
it's a lot of money.
It's a good thing I don't have to make the decision.
Yeah.
And it's why you move Tunsil. That's why you move Tunsil. That's why you do these moves that look harebrained in the off season, and they turn out to be pretty good moves.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want certain people to be casualties of those moves, but
you don't pay a guy that much money that
isn't MVP vote getting as far as the quarterback goes.
Right. I mean, he's got to be able to carry the weight of the offense. He's not just, a plug and play guy. No. And you sit there and ask the question, if you're Nick Caserio or Cal McNair at the end of the season, you go, Davis was 3-0.
I mean, look, there was a guy in the bar who, after the pick, is going, haven't we had enough? Put in Davis. Put in Mills, man. And then on 3rd and 15, Stroud finds Kirk for 50 yards. And I'm going, put in Davis. Put him in. Put in Davis. Because that's not a Davis throw.
No, and I'm not saying that. It's not a comparing type deal. But why would you pay Davis Mills is a plug and play guy.
Yeah, I would say that CJ is above replacement value. Okay.
Yes.
You're not going to go out on the street or on the free agent market. I don't know who's available, but you're not going to go out on the free agent market and find a quarterback that's going to do as good a job as what CJ's done. Here's a question, because I guess it's good enough of a question. If it's your money, they're both needing an extension. I don't think that it's the case for the guy who I'm about to bring up. I think he has been paid. Jalen Hurts, CJ Stroud. Who are you paying more money? Because Jalen Hurts has the Super Bowl you're talking about. I think that they had to pay him. I think that was this offseason that he got paid.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's your money and you get to pick one of those guys is going to be your franchise quarterback, but you got to pay him that top dollar you're talking about. Who are you picking?
Oh man, that's tough.
I think you got to pick CJ. And it's
Right
not
now,
the other guy's a Super Bowl MVP. I'm not crazy when I hear that. The other thing I saw today, even going back to his days at Bama, Jalen Hurts has had now 11 different offensive coordinators in 11 seasons.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean, is that capping what he can do? I probably so. I would say it's hard not to if you've got a different playbook 11 years in a row. Some people don't ever have to deal with that.
True, and you can't do much about it in college, but in the pros, what is that? But it's not, that could be a reflection on you if you're Jalen. That
I mean, it's funny because it's both. It's like sometimes the OC goes because it was bad, and then after a year like last year, Kellen Moore is your offensive coordinator, and you win the Super Bowl, and he goes and gets a head coaching job. So sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, but it for one reason or another, different offensive coordinator, 11 years in a row. It's not how you'd want your quarterback to be dealt with.
no,
I was okay. Another hypothetical because we're playing hypotheticals today. Our wildest dreams come true. The Texans win the Super Bowl. Nick Haley gets another year, right?
yeah, probably.
At least one.
I think he's probably earned himself another year already.
I think I don't think you can fire him now. I really don't. And if we're being honest, I think that the offense was good last night. I think your quarterback made mistakes, but the offense was good. So
yeah, I mean, the last 12 weeks or so of the season, the offense has been okay. It hasn't been great. Yeah, I'm not like
no, it scores you 20 points.
It's not lighting the world on fire, but
no, defense does. Your defense does. So can't be upset because defense does set the world on fire. Did you hear what I said about the Astros hat?
Yeah,
CJ was wearing an Astros hat.
Yeah,
cool. Okay,
yeah.
And
I love
action.
It's better than the Seattle Mariners hat. That's for damn sure.
I mean, if you come out with 3 turnovers, it might be a good idea to wear the Astros hat to say, okay, but
but
he's wearing an Astros hat.
I'm wearing an Astros hat. Yeah, it'd be hard for.
Don't be mad.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what annoys me about CJ. I don't know, maybe the social cues just aren't there.
You think he's got a touch? A touch of the
no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I just don't think he quite understands the weight of a hat and what it means and what it represents.
You might be right there. That's a good point. It's the weight of the hat. Yeah. Heavy is the head that wears the hat.
Exactly. Now, if you're a tight end, no one's gonna give a shit.
Wear whatever you want.
Yeah, but you're the quarterback. You are literally quarterbacking this franchise, this city.
And navigate the waters correctly.
Yeah, and you come in wearing a Seattle Mariners hat, not a good idea there, bud.
It just doesn't make fans like it.
In the thick of a playoff race, too. I mean, read the room, read the city. Call someone, call for help.
Call for help. Dial 9.
Ask. Ask someone. Go, should I wear this? And then that person will go, no. No.
And then you do not wear that thing.
And then you go, okay, I don't wear it. It's
Got
simple.
it. Thank you.
It's simple.
I want to shift gears a little bit. It'll take place before our next pod, but after the next Texans game is the Natty, college football Natty. And if you'll remember, I think that the start of the decline of the Game Day Chug bets was one terrible day where I chose Illinois to cover 5 points against Indiana. And I believe that Indiana won by about 50, 58. It was a really bad one. Well, if you're wondering, I haven't learned my lesson. I bet on Bama against Indiana. I bet on Oregon against Indiana.
What's your deal against Indiana? You just can't buy in? Can you not buy in?
I guess not, but I was talking to my dad about it today.
Hoosiers football?
I was talking to my dad about it today. And I said, who do you have for the Natty? And he said, I'm already on Indiana. And I said, I've come this far. If I switch now, they've won. If I switch now, I tell you this. If I bet on Indiana this week,
they'll lose.
Miami guaranteed Natty, because switching street, I have to go against them. I mean, Hoosiers fans should love that. Not that there are any Hoosiers fans, but they should love that. That I would do that.
Out there.
I think I said it last week. The team that beats me, if they win, I get some kind of small tidbit, some little morsel of credibility that I could say, we lost to the champs. I don't know what you want me to say. Mm-hmm. The champs beat us on a last second touchdown, and we had a chance to tie the game with seconds left. Yeah. Even if it was bad, even if it was ugly, we had the champs, in our building, and it was a tight game.
Well, and that says a lot about Miami. No. Miami, and how maybe teams will start looking at schedules and scheduling their seasons in the future, because Miami didn't go outside of the state of Florida until November.
We ragged on them early on.
Yeah, and so maybe A&M's looking at their future schedules and be like, well, why don't we go down to Houston? Why don't we host,
Yeah, how about our non-conference is Baylor?
Yeah.
And TCU again. Like, I mean, if we really want to go all the way, if you peel it all the way back, the answer is that the conferences need to be more regional, because there's no reason that Syracuse and Miami should be in the same division, really.
Yeah. Well, and the Big Ten as well.
There's no reason that Iowa and USC should be conference mates.
Yeah.
Everything has really gotten screwed up over the last 3 years, and it's gonna come to a point. I don't know when it's gonna be, but it's not gonna be able to continue this way. This is bad. Just the whole thing. It's in a state of disarray.
Oh, it's horrible. I mean, the coaches are leaving their
before the
playoffs. Their assistant coaches are driving to and from their old job and new job because their boss left and he got kicked out of the building, and they're sticking around because they owe it to the players, and yada yada yada. And
yada yada.
It's all kinds of fucked up.
Everything needs to burn. How about that? I don't blame Colin Klein for going back to his alma mater to be the head coach.
No,
but if you're gonna do it, there has to be a period that occurs after the season.
Yeah.
Because the transfer portal and the farce that is the academic year
is
what makes this a problem. is that we want the head coach before the transfer portal is closed.
It'll be tough to regulate, but there should be like, yeah, you don't get to do anything until February 1st.
Whatever the rule is, the coaches need to do it too.
Right,
Not just the players.
Right.
And
Players and coaches. You can't do anything until February 1st.
And they will tell you that February 1st is too late because kids are in school right now. Which, for the football team, okay, you can lie to yourself and tell you that underwater basket weaving classes in January are very important.
Yeah.
Cardale Jones at Ohio State said, I didn't come here to play school.
Yeah.
Came here to play football. Okay?
Yeah.
I get it. I understand you're a higher learning institution.
Yeah.
Then the calendar of college football needs to move back then. It needs to move to where the New Year's Six Bowls or whatever you want to call them, they happen on eve, and the natty has to happen before school starts in January.
What? Yeah, or the season. Okay, everybody fucking knows who's going to be in the playoffs by week 10 anyways. Just cut the regular season down. You play 10 weeks of regular season football.
Just move it to when the kids aren't at school yet. Start the season in August. Like, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you got to do something.
Yeah.
They're in camp already. Kids aren't leaving once training camp starts.
No.
So just start the season 2 weeks earlier and finish the season 2 weeks earlier.
And also, you can't change something because the kids won't be ready or whatever. And, you got to start preparation for the next season in December or blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you don't. You can start it. You can start it after the season when we tell you can start.
Look, if high school kids can graduate early to go to spring camp, you know what I mean? Some of these kids who are like seniors in high school and have already finished their football season, they also graduate early and they just start college in the spring semester instead of the fall so that they can go to spring camp for football.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can graduate from high school a semester early, you can figure out how to move 4 weeks back.
Yeah.
Not even 4 weeks. It's the 19th. School starts probably on the 5th. You're talking about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're talking about 2 weeks. And everyone needs to be we're not obviously the masterminds behind this. We'd have it figured out by now. And
if coaches can't stick around and fulfill their full contract, then tops the largest contract you can sign is 3 years. Here's a 3-year contract,
and
for every coach. For every coach.
It's not a bad idea. Make the players sign a 3-year contract too. The thing about the transfer portal that made everything go out of whack is that whenever you used to transfer, you had to sit out a year. Mm-hmm. So you wasted a year of your prime, your athletic prime, transferring schools. There was a penalty to it. Whenever the transfer portal opened in earnest, a third of college football players were in the portal.
Yeah.
It's unsustainable. It's not a good thing. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
The kid who played at Nebraska, the one who tries to be Mahomes.
Yeah.
He went to like 3 different high schools too. And whenever he was in high school, he committed to Georgia, decommitted to Georgia, went to Nebraska. He's leaving Nebraska now. He's going to be in Oregon next season.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It's going to be a 1-year rental again because he'll go somewhere else again. Yeah. It's not going to be the end of this flipping around.
He'll go to the NFL after that.
I don't think he's old enough. I think he might be. I don't know. I don't know how long he was at Nebraska. But let me tell you, if he's going to be in college another year, it won't be at Oregon. He'll be at Oregon for 1 year and go somewhere else for 1 year. It's just, it's wrong. Damn it, it's just wrong.
Well, it's just so tough to it's tough to put rules on. It's tough to manage. It's tough to,
Oh shit! I've been sitting here and like dabbing this pouch. It's an unused pouch. And it's mint. I'm just sitting here dabbing it with my fingers, and then I rub my eye.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm preparing to put it in.
Oh,
that's what she said. It's not what he said. Anyway, that was ill-advised.
Ouch.
Shouldn't have done that. It's very minty. Very minty.
See now you're me.
Self-inflicted.
4 weeks ago when the cedar pollen, whatever shit's in the air over here, started coming.
Can I just say, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Watch. You're 41 minutes in. Congratulations, dude. Yes. Big kudos to you. Whoever's still watching, big kudos to you. Now,
continue watching. We have quite the flight for you.
What I'd like for you to do, if you're still watching, after this, go to last week's episode. And if you're not going to watch the whole thing, just go to like an hour and 20 minutes in, just to watch the absolute meltdown that this gentleman had last week. Our whole operation hit the skids. I was sitting here waiting for his pick for so long that I peed in the pint glass. Whenever you give yourself an hour and 40 minutes to keep drinking, I've drank significantly less tonight, and I started earlier last week. So last week's flight fight was I'm not going to call it a train wreck. I thought it was incredible.
It was pretty good.
I've watched the end of that episode like 5 times, and I might be the only one. I don't care. Let me tell you, people, I'd love for you to watch. I'd love for you to like, subscribe, share. Even if you don't, I'm watching them back. I am. I enjoy it.
I don't even know what I was laughing at.
You caught the giggle. You caught the giggle. You caught the giggle so hard.
I just couldn't stop.
And if you're, I mean, that's what comedy is. You go watch outtakes of some show, like go watch The Office whenever Jim and Andy are talking about their strategy on Call of Duty. Go watch how many outtakes there are of that where they can't even get the scene started. And action, and they go. That's what that was. We got.
Yeah, just got caught the funny bug.
On the fly fight this week, I kind of left it up to you. I still don't know what it is. I'm prepared for either option. They're both in a bowl.
I was leaving it up to you.
Let's do a random number generator. Okay, we're just gonna do who's closer to 100. I'll be soup, and you'll be cereal.
Okay.
RNG generator. We're gonna go 1 to 100, and I want you to pick the number. We're both gonna pick a number. I know how this works. I can make this work. Okay, pick a number 1 to 100. Closer one gets their pick.
76.
I'm not gonna say 75 because that would be mean.
Yeah, that would be a dick move.
It would. I'm gonna say 40. Gonna generate a number. 20. Okay. 20. It's soup season, baby.
Soups.
It's soup. The soup flight fight. The dupe soup flight fight.
With the soup. All right.
You folks will not be getting a dupe soup. Dupe soup is retired until September. You have the first pick because last week I took no soup for you. You see how we've come around?
Yes. Now I know the segue. Now I see the segue.
You want to do it again? Speaking of the soup Nazi, I thought this week we would do soups. What do you think? Sound good? Cool.
I'll go with old chicken noodle for the first.
Chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Maybe the only soup with a song.
Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side. Oh no, I'm thinking there's that Campbell's song that they played, and I think it's a Campbell's tomato soup. And growing up, it's the snowman that comes in.
He's cold, and
He's
he sits down.
cold. He
He's got
sits
his scarf
down
on.
and he starts eating the soup and everything, and then the snowman starts to melt
And
away.
it's the kid, and he's pleased again.
Yeah, it's the little girl, and she's just so happy to have her soup. Anyway, I think there's a Campbell's soup song that goes to that.
Whenever you said Campbell's soup song, the only thing that came to mind was a Bluebell song, so I can't even help. I'm going, homemade ice cream. What a perfect way to say. Bluebell tastes just like the good old days.
Yeah, that's probably what I had in my head. No,
maybe not. We're gonna have to look this ad up.
There's a Campbell's soup song.
I'm gonna need a judge's ruling because some people would say maybe not, but I don't see how it's not. I'm gonna go gumbo. Gumbo's a soup.
Gumbo's a soup. Gumbo's a soup.
So my first pick, gumbo. As has been stated many times on this podcast, it is our Christmas meal. I don't have it throughout the year very much in order to preserve this, the specialty of the gumbo. And then for my second pick, I am going to go with the timely New England clam chowder.
New England clam chowder. It's been a long time since I've had a clam chowder, actually.
I'll say that in high school, Taylor and I specifically, we wore out the Panera at Spring Cypress in 249, getting clam chowder in a bread bowl because I needed to bulk at that time. Surprising, I know, very surprising. But I was a string bean and I needed some carbohydrates in my life. And the New England clam chowder in a bread bowl from Panera, which I learned that they just took out of the freezer bag and put in the microwave.
Of course, yes.
But at the time, your boy was digging it, very much digging it. Clam chowder is good.
Clam chowder is good. I forgot about clam chowder there for a second.
I just couldn't have it. I couldn't have it be missed.
Yeah.
But now it's 2 to you.
Oh. I was gonna ask, but I'm not going to. I was gonna ask if
executive ruling.
I was gonna ask if we're counting chili as a soup, but chili's not a soup.
I would have said yes. You can.
No.
I mean, a correct chili is not soupy.
Yeah.
So I can understand your hesitation.
Chili's not a soup. Let's get
I will say that the Coloradans and the New Mexicans, they have a green chili, and it's definitely soupy. And it's good. It's a good. I wouldn't call it green chili soup though. If you had to ask, I would say it's green chili.
Green chili is pretty good. Okay. With my second pick, I'm gonna go with the French onion soup.
Oh, it's a good pick.
Yeah,
it was on my board.
I love a good French onion soup
because the French onion is really just the vehicle.
Yeah,
there's so much bread and crouton and cheese involved.
Yeah,
it's really just you're actively turning that soup into a dip.
Yeah,
with every scoop.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Thank you. Also, that first big bite of melted cheese, it's
a gob. There's just a gob on the top.
It's just a gob of cheese.
You don't spread that around. You don't stratify the cheese.
Well, no, I do at first, but like the first bite is just
it's on the spoon already. You might as well just take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
That's great.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a lobster bisque.
Ooh, I didn't have that written down.
Yeah, lobster bisque.
That's better than clam chowder. Damn it. Good pick.
The bisque.
I mean, a good lobster bisque is like it's a little touch of heaven. It's a little touch of heaven. It's like, are you sure this isn't just butter? Are you sure I'm not dipping my spoon in just butter?
Yeah.
Is this seafood butter? Man, golly, I missed out. Okay, I got to go hard now.
Winning this one, folks.
Yeah, all it takes is a couple votes. Now, as much as I'd like to, no campaigning. Okay, what I want to say by no campaigning, I'd like to draw people to the poll, but I would not like to say vote for me.
No.
I think all polls are kind of maybe not anonymous. I think that maybe we're not doing our polling correctly. Maybe we need to put up blind lists. You know,
yes,
vote on a blind list rather than do you like TJ's or Clayton's? Well, I didn't watch it, but I see lobster bisque. That's my favorite soup. I'm voting for the side with lobster bisque.
But we want them to watch, so we can't really do that because if you watch the podcast, you pick.
Hey,
so
maybe if they see some intriguing soups, they'll say, "Well, they know ball.
Yeah.
These guys know ball," and maybe they'll watch.
It'd be something if we had like bowls of the soups.
Like we're holding them, or
like we're showcasing our soup. This is my lobster bisque.
we need a graphics guy. If you're a graphics guy, please reach out because
send us your app. It doesn't pay anything, but damn it, you might have fun.
If you'd like to be an intern, please reach out. I've got some good shirts ideas. Every time I see something that would be a good shirt, I just tag Ram Shirts, say at Ram Shirts with some eyes, like because I bought 12 shirts from him one time.
Yeah.
And if I need more shirts, I have to get the same shirts that I've already bought once before I can get new ones. So if you want a shirt
contact
and can pay for it, I'd like to sell some shirts because whether you believe it or not, we kind of pay for this. There is a money thing and it's all going out. I'd like for some of it to come back, but we got to get some boots on the ground. We got to do some marketing.
If you have an idea, send your idea to Ram Shirts. They'll make you a shirt. Shout out Ram Shirts.
There you go. Hey, this guy's using his noggin today. I appreciate all that. That's a good idea. Shout out Ram Shirts.
At Ram Shirts. We're not wearing your shirt, but
not currently, but I have them. I have a couple. My soup. I was not stalling.
You can stall. I stalled.
I'm gonna go with the chicken tortilla.
The chicken
tortilla soup.
Chicken tortilla.
Big texture guy over here.
Yeah.
One of the biggest downfalls of a lobster bisque is that it's very homogeneous. We've got the same texture over and over again. You really relish the little nibble of real lobster in there.
Yeah.
What the chicken tortilla does for you is it gives you the crunchies. The crunchies on the front.
Yeah, you get the crunchies, you get the soft, you get a lot of good stuff in there.
I might even have to ask for a ruling on my next pick. If I said bean soup, in other words, like charo beans, bean soup, because that's not really a soup to me, but I would take it here if you allow it.
Like what they get, like
mi rancho. I don't want refried. I want charo.
Nah, I get that. No.
That's okay.
That's not soup.
That's okay. I agree with you. I'm just trying to slide one past the goalie here.
Yeah.
Some people call it bean soup.
Nice try.
Okay. I'm going to go broccoli cheddar.
Broccoli cheddar.
Now, if you're asking me, there's a fine establishment that serves a $20 salad called Salata. And Salata has a broccoli soup, no ched.
Mm.
Add the ched on your own.
Mm.
I prefer that soup.
Really?
I do. I really do. Because the broccoli cheddar is more like a fondue, and we've got some green bits in here. I want the broccoli soup, add a little cheese.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Might be a texture thing. I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But if you've been to Salata, then you know what I'm talking about. The broccoli soup.
Yeah. Man, I can't tell you the last time I've been to Salata. I don't know if I've ever been to Salata.
I can't tell you that it's worth your money to go, but I can tell you they have a good broccoli soup.
Okay.
Your last two.
No, my last one.
We're going 4 only. That's fine.
Oh, no. 2. We can go 2. Sorry. I forgot we do 5. Okay.
We've upgraded.
I love this soup. And I don't know what it's called, but you know what soup I'm talking about. You sit down at a Shogun at a hibachi place, and they bring you that little mushroom soup. It's just mushrooms and green onions.
It's like beef broth and mushroom and green onion.
So good.
I believe that you just call it. Let's just call it hibachi soup. I think it's probably not called hibachi soup.
That's the only place where you can find it, though. It's the only place.
Well, yeah, they give it out for free because it's beef broth and mushroom. It's really good, though.
It's so good, though.
I went to a sushi place for lunch today and had the miso. I'm not going to pick the miso, and I doubt you're going to pick the miso after going with this one.
No.
You know, a tofu soup is not superior to a mushroom soup.
Yeah.
But I dig a good miso, too.
Yeah. And then for my last pick, again, I don't know the name of it, but
Mulligatawny?
No, my wife and I make we stumbled upon a recipe a few years ago. It's like this Italian sausage 3-cheese tortellini soup, and it is
You're gonna have to just send me the recipe because it sounds delightful.
Oh yeah, it's so good. You brown the Italian sausage, then you broth it up, season it, herb it, and then throw in some tortellinis. And
you gotta herb it.
And then at the very you gotta herb it, and then and then at the very end you put a little bit of spinach in there, and it's really good.
Oh yeah, you just sweat the spinach.
Yeah, you just
you don't boil the shit out of it. You're just sweating that spinach.
Let it wilt a little bit.
You got to send me that. I put sausage tortellini soup because I don't know what else you call it.
That's probably what it's called. It's so good.
You know what I'm gonna do here with my last pick is I'm gonna pander. I'm gonna pander to the people because this is a soup that I don't eat. It's a soup I don't like.
Oh.
But the people love a tomato bisque. Tomato soup.
People love tomato bisque and tomato soup.
So I'm just writing tomato. Bisque soup, I don't know. I guess bisque has cream and soup doesn't. It all tastes like watery ketchup to me, and I don't even eat ketchup. So I had a guest on New Year's who saw me put mustard on a slice of pizza and was mortified. But that's who I am, and I can't run from who I am. I am a mustard guy. I've always been a mustard guy. Since the 4th grade, I've been putting mustard on my pizza, and I suggest everyone try it. I've got my wife to do it. My wife puts ranch on the plate, and she puts mustard on the plate. Don't you look at me like that. You just need to try it.
I don't know.
The reason this started is because they were pizza sticks, right? The stick is so dippable. But I went up there and I put a money sign on that piece of pizza with Some people do the cabbage and the beans, and I do a money sign out of the mustard.
Ugh.
Anyway, this is all about how I rail against tomatoes at all
And
times.
I love mustard, but on a pizza, I can't do it.
You got to try it. It fits. It fits.
Maybe.
That's a fly for you.
That's the fly.
For Mr. Johnson, we've got for Mr. Johnson, the natural. We've got chicken noodle soup. We've got French onion. We've got lobster bisque. We've got hibachi soup, as we're calling it. And we've got the sausage tortellini soup. Oh, I like this. That's your choose your fighter. Yeah, I like that. I've got for Clayton, we've got gumbo, clam chowder, tortilla soup, broccoli cheddar, and tomato. Choose your fighter, folks. Soup's a good draft. You know, I can't say that we could go much more than 5.
No.
Because I'd have to go watch the Soup Nazi again just to get names.
Yeah.
Then I know Mulligatawny.
Yeah. Then you're diving into some really exotic soups there.
And we're trying to run the football. This is a very run the football draft. It's right up the middle. But that's how we do it. You got there's 10 good soups in this world, and we named all of them.
Yep. We got every single one.
Real quick before we go, I have to assume that you believe Indiana is going to beat Miami.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're against each other there. Let's do a little chug bet. Okay. So loser next week has a chug at any time of the winner's choosing during the episode. Hey, remember last week? Chug. I'm taking Miami, so you know I'm probably cruising for bruising here, but I can't stop. I can't switch now. Rest of the bracket, rest of the NFL bracket. You've got a Seahawks and Niners.
I'm gonna go Seahawks.
You're going Seattle. You've got Bears and Rams in Chicago.
Rams.
I believe that what you have here is correct. You have Bills and Bronx.
Bills.
In Denver.
Bills.
I've been thinking Bills. I actually have some money on the Bills. I'm starting to think the Broncos are going to win that game. And then you have Texans, Pats.
Texans.
Foxborough.
Texans.
You think the Texans?
I'm thinking Texans.
Okay. I'm also thinking Texans.
I'm picking Texans.
Little bonus because if you had to say player of the game for last week or for this game that just happened against the Steelers, you'd say Christian Kirk. Or you could say Sheldon Rankins, but I mean, player of the game for the Texans game.
For the Pats game?
Yep. Player of the game.
I'm going to go with my guy, 2-0.
Henry To'o.
Henry To'o.
Henry Tutu. My least favorite player on defense.
Your least favorite player on defense?
Yeah. If you ever see somebody running free, I know who was on him. Baker 4th and 10. I know who was on him.
Yeah. I was going with
That's a good dark horse. He might come up with something.
Dark horse pick. I was going to say Aziz Al-Shair.
I mean, it's a good pick. Did you see? He did the Tomlin on the way out. He gave him the on his way out.
No.
He did something else. What was he? I mean, he had a really good interview with Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah.
After the game.
I saw that.
Him and Will were talking. And, I like to hear Aziz talking. One thing that Aziz has in this matchup coming up is he's been with Vrabel before.
Mm-hmm.
He was Vrabel's captain on defense with Tennessee.
Yeah.
So if anyone in our defensive room can get inside the mind of the other team, it's your captain, which is great. I mean, it's a nice little feather to have as far as this matchup goes. My player of the game next week is CJ Stroud. 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Sticking to the guy.
Look, I didn't come this far.
You gotta ride.
I didn't come this far to just come this far.
For sure.
I think you want to silence everything. I got a great place for you to do it. It's a place we've never done it before.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything I said before, you take the team where nobody's ever taken them before, here's a blank check, So
And if you want a honorable mention, it's my favorite defensive player. I'll take Kamari. The locksmith.
I think my next Texans jersey is going to be either a Petrie jersey or Will Anderson. Would love to get a Will Anderson jersey.
You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong unless you get a 39. A 24, a 4, a 5, a 2.
Yeah.
A 0.
Yeah.
A 51, a 55, a 4. That's what we do, folks.
That's it. That's another episode.
I made a new one. A 10 in a row.
Play the thing. Play it out.
In a row. Keep it going. 10 in a row.
10 in a row.
Houston defense full of dogs. They say our boys be hounding. We get the fumble. We make the tackle.
Oh, no.
Swarming defense.
I have a problem.
Playoff mentality. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear you say it.
Beat the Pats. Let's go. That was a stale Miller.